Like
But
never go to actual theaters.
Never go to theaters. There's entire production companies that make films that people don't see.
Yeah.
And back then, straight to VHS, there was a whole business model.
And then there was a dude out there slinging videos.
I don't know how the fuck you got your hands on them. I don't know where you bought them at. I don't know how it worked, but they had boxes and boxes of these movies that you never heard of that weren't theatrical releases. They were all actors and actresses that I think probably came from porn, but I don't really know.
Right.
It just blew my mind that there's a market. Well,
There's a whole
Sharknado
thing.
was sort of a top tier of that shit level of movie. There's a whole bunch of student level movies that get made every year. Even back then, before it was mass produced or before you could just do it at home with your computer, they were shooting real films, and there were production companies for it, and it was apparently a market. And Sharknado, in my opinion, was sort of the pinnacle of that, where we just keep pumping out the same shit because you got the whole bunch of people that are real nerds about whatever it is they're into.
Yeah.
And Sharknado caught on because I think there was a guy from 90210 in it, if I remember correctly. One of the main actors in it was a guy from Beverly Hills 90210.
I don't know.
He has fans.
You grabbed somebody.
Yeah, it was just somebody who's got a little bit of fame and enough following.
That you can get those guys and then they'll tell their friends.
That's how that stuff works. They're going to make some money. Because seriously, if you only put $50,000 into making a movie and you make $250,000, that's a pretty big profit.
Yeah, that's a good
profit. Yeah.
But it's weighing that out. Like when you're talking about major movie studios, they're spending tens of millions of dollars. They have to make that back at least.
Yes.
Or try to make more. But there's a lot of people that write movies that Clerks. It's less than 30 grand
true.
to make the original Clerks. He is an anomaly and a rare case, but that kind of shit happens all the time. It's just nothing. They don't go anywhere normally.
Well, but you have to realize if one out of every
movie on a limited budget,
if one out of every 1,000 people see it, you're still making billions of dollars. Like you're still making a significant amount of what you put into it.
You can. So that's where the marketing becomes.
And that's the thing
Marketing is key.
and then tell your friends, and then your friends come.
And how many friends do you have? Is it a quality product that people want to see that they'll pass it on, they'll share it?
Exactly. Or they'll take their friends the next time.
And that existed before the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.